Ahmedabad by night, and this is going to be the venue for a very important clash. We're in the western part of India in Ahmedabad and at the gigantic Narendra Modi Stadium, and India will take on South Africa. It's a very strong team. South Africa, the land of the Big Five, the Rainbow Nation, finalists in last year's T20 World Cup, the last edition of the T20 World Cup, and they'll take on the defending champions, India. So we're at the Super 8 stage, and it's the massive clash this between two top teams, and already the atmosphere, Chris Gaffney, Richard Kettleborough, the umpires, and both sides at full tilt. Remember, it was South Africa who won the toss. Very South Africa first.
Yeah, it is 4 changes, but back to the team that's been
Yes, Surya Kumar Yadav, just Sunny Gavaskar, India. 2 South African batsmen. Surya mentioned at the toss that it was tough to keep up South African side. And these are good batting conditions. The same pitch where India played South Africa in the bilateral, for it to be a similar pitch. Last time, just speaking to the groundsman, he reckons the bounce will be true on this. Sean Pollock, South Africa.
I think they've been in good touch with the bat in hand, and Aiden Markram, Quinton de Kock, Ryan picked the ball up front, but they've been the order.
Yes, Arshdeep. So the lights are on. Let's.
The field is not at what you would call deep third man, is more like a deep point, and that's because of the angle that Arshdeep can create bowling to the right hand.
And at first delivery, look,
Because that will dictate a lot of the field placings.
looks to shape it away and try and find the outside edge, and that.
Just seeing the pace of this pitch already, it's a little bit on the slower side. In batting and variety.
So much work goes into it, doesn't it? I mean, they
Struck outside the line. He was looking to just paddle it. Thickish outside edge.
keep him a little bit for the death, but also there's the.
There again, the odd ball might just stop on the batsman, so you might see some variation in pace from the bowlers. Chris Gaffney from New Zealand, 50. Inside edge. Rinku Singh.
You can
Ravi just non-deliveries bowled. This seems to be.
That's in the air, but in the gap, and the first boundary of the innings. So full toss put away.
Yeah, you saw the reaction of Jasprit Bumrah. He was very cross with himself. He might have been thinking Yorker, maybe he could shape it in and try and get through the defences. Quinton de Kock.
Bowled him right through his defence. De Kock hitting across the line. And Bumrah striking in the first over. Bowled him right through his defence. De Kock hitting across the line. And Bumrah striking in the first over.
well, having hit that boundary.
There is a man in the deep.
Once again, field placing. Have a look at that. Is
Yeah, Ravi.
There's already signs that on this pitch there's no real pace for the back.
yeah,
That's in the air, straight to Hardik Pandya. Set the ball stopping on the batsman. And a double blow here for South Africa. First De Kock, now Markram.
yes, both openers gone.
This is nowhere near the pitch we saw when these two teams played. That's a long way. It's gone a long way into the crowd. Just picking it up beautifully, Rickleton. Right on the money again.
Kind of shot that the batting side wants when they're...
You can see he's in today.
Here and there.
Bumrah, a wicket apiece. 24 matches. Bumrah. Chipped in the air, and another wicket goes. Beautifully bowled. Now this is a master at work.
It's 3 wickets down. Rickleton goes for 7.
Absolutely magical.
The equation. I don't know what he's missing in the 5-2 and
outside edge. They need that, South Africa.
yeah, just
That's hit over mid-off. So consecutive boundaries. This one with a lot more authority.
And it tells you that David...
Oh, doesn't find the gap. He'll be disappointed. Opportunity was there. After 5, it's 31 for 3.
Now it's time for a little bit of adaptation with these two batters at the crease. And that's because the...
You picked that slow one, Temba.
Still got this last over here in the power play.
No doubt. The coach had high praise for him as well.
So much to use that word for Jasprit Bumrah because...
Gets it through. You'll hear the silence now around the ground. South Africa pick up a much needed boundary in this power play.
Much needed boundary that from the...
Punches, lovely by David Miller. The timing is excellent.
Beautiful timing that by David. Through the offside this time, not the onside. Looks like he's found it quite easy batting here on this surface.
Or a bit of seam movement, it's all... The...
Miller 18 from 9. And he's been quite solid so far. It's 41 for 3. Toughest power play so far with the bat for South Africa. Let's have it.
Axia.
That is placement that he might have been looking for on that offside, considering the field that he's got.
Yeah, it's a crack of a shot there by Brevis. Managing to beat the man at deep extra cover. Getting a little bit of length.
Much better length that Natalie. He pulled it slightly shorter on the first one, slightly defensive, loves the step hit. So you're under pressure. There we go, another one slightly shorter, probably thinking of giving him the single. Ideally, this is what he wanted to do the first challenge. He'll be a lot more comfortable bowling.
It's 4 6s for 50 in T20. Miller makes some room for himself, and that has flown across the turf. He wins that little battle. It's 52 for 3.
This is a crucial little spell from Hardik. As Hardik gets hit, there'll be a lot of pressure on Surya. Then that eases the pressure on Surya Kumar. He'd then have, or even go to a Rinku, which he did in that Pakistan game, Arshdeep and Varun. But the other 8, he's got to make sure Dubey, Washington and Hardik. And
one surface just to the one side. Has had a couple of good games.
And so far, it's looked like a pitch, Temba, where if you just speaking to the
Setting up the
with that DK as well. I mean, I got another 5-10 overs, then that projects longer. They're able to stretch this partnership. Anything is possible in terms of that target score.
him with the bouncers, and the bilateral happened between South Africa.
Yep, teams used a lot against him.
He's working on his bat swing, and it comes very naturally. The ball goes a long way just because of the Africa having such a natural, beautiful swing again.
It is 56 for 3.
And I must have has done really well consistently. Not only that, he has been to the stumps, always targeting the stump. And Varun has been solid, and as we say, that's a massive 6 there. Varun keeping it on the stumps, but Miller saying, okay, let me show you how far this can travel.
Yeah, that was right there in his arc, Miller. You know what he can do with those step hits there. Wasn't really
In play makes it so much harder for the batter. It's almost he's top of the charts in the bowling.
Very nicely played. Yet again, placement so important here. Just a little bit of width.
a little bit more invention that from Brevis, giving himself some room.
That's the shot he is known for. There's almost that no-look 6. Head down and through the ball.
This is outstanding batting from Brevis and Miller. 50 of the partnership comes up. They were struggling at 20 for 3, and this partnership.
He can middle it. That's what he can do. He can take the over for 11, and that is wonderfully struck. So after 10, gets the inside edge. Should no run will be added.
The price, because the two of them are playing.
Twice now hasn't managed to find the time and picked out the fielder. David Miller and Deville Brevis. Then is 20 for 3. They've grabbed.
He's looking to bowl wide, stay away from the arc of Brevis. It's quite amazing, and that's what.
That's muscled brilliantly. That's pure power. The man is wide at a deepish extra cover, so not at the orthodox long off position. And Brevis has hammered that quick enough that he had absolute. And that's why the reason he's trying to hammer it out that wide. The protection's all on the offside, and Brevis is jumping it too straight.
Offside.
It's full toss, and he's dragged that one as well. So this plan is not working. The execution not quite where it needs to be. And Deville Brevis says, thank you very much.
This is not where you want to bowl to Deville Brevis. These are free hits for him. Full toss. The kind of sixes that he hits.
Be smashed away. Full toss again and hammers that square. That will be cut off. And a very good over for South Africa. 15 from it, 99 for 3. It's carved behind square. They should be able to touch and move. No, they decide against the...
Imagine they were 20 for 3.
That one's wide. We don't often see that from him. Maybe he got the feeling that Miller was going to run.
I think he wants to stay away from the straight for Miller. Straight field. That's through. A rare misfield. The boundaries, sixes beginning to flow here for South Africa.
Yeah, the South African strategy of...
is exactly what you're saying. He's shown the stumps, and if it's pitched up, he's prepared to go down the ground on offer. He's punched off the back foot.
Pressure. Can you believe 2.8? Shows the stumps again. Charge through. I don't know if there was a ledge.
South Africa.
David Miller. I don't know if you heard him in the stump, Mike. He went, oh. Let's check about it. Stumps. South Africa have weathered the storm and put a 15 for him. Same plan. This time it might have worked. He's cut across it. Is it enough? Yes, it is. His heart would have been in his mouth. Deville Brevis. He was waiting his fate, and it just works out for him.
He's a tall man, Washington Sundar, but not tall enough here.
In the air again. This time it should be taken. I think it's Abhishek gathers there. Yes, it is. So it's the back of a length delivery that does for Brevis. The partnership is broken for 97, and that's a huge blow for India.
He went for the slow short ball again. And this time he skied it.
To lose Miller at this stage.
Pressure. And this no ball will really pressure
The ground it went. He's on strike again.
It's not happy.
Does the free hit go? Up and over again. Yes, a maximum. 2 free hits for David Miller. 2 up the ground.
That was immaculate from David Miller, and also brings up his 50. That is a top knock.
It's a brilliant innings, really brilliant innings. And what a shot that is. He had to reach out for that.
Non-threatening bowler, but
No, not to be. Don't know what came across there. There was a... Almost get the feeling.
yeah. Also because I think the straight bounce as well. There's a lot of purchase for run scoring on it.
Well, Miller's at the crease and the Lark's back. There's the over, but it also went for 17. 128 for 4.
Gives him a good opportunity. Just rotate the strike on these two, the likes of these two, and a Marco Jansen to bat.
He can do a good striking job. And then you've got Maharaj, Rabada and Nki. I think it started to skid on a little bit better.
It has.
Really settled down. It was stopping early on when South Africa lost.
It develops. That's dragged across. You can see that, like it's a misty cut. Very happy with 4 singles at this stage. I mean, if you think in the context of the tournament and
Boundary line.
What is...
much wider. That's a good over from... Oh, finesse. We love finesse in this game as well. Brute power, yes, there's plenty of that, but we love finesse.
especially from David Miller, because we all know the power he has.
And shot third man is actually slightly wider. So as a batter, you'd have noticed that before playing there. If he bowls at this particular area, he actually utilizes his height to his advantage and makes the bowler very deft touch as well.
That's the width that Stubbs has been after. He's caressed it nasty. Does it get to the fence? No. From Tristan Stubbs. He hasn't been able to...
Straight down the ground he goes. Spin has been expensive today.
Yes, it has been. They've taken after Varun straight away as soon as he came in the ball.
South Africa want to try and take advantage of this over, but instead it's Varun Chakravarti with a wicket. He's done it so many times against South Africa. And
With just 2 balls to go, it was all about...
bring Jansen on strike.
Yes, I'd pick it up for...
Lay it on a bit thicker there, guys. Come on. I bet you can.
I mean, my last stint was with 2 South Africans. I was finding...
Brilliant. We've seen it so many times. Still
Look at that. He left it alone. It was short.
has really set a good tone for India. I think. Out to the leg side he goes, but it'll be yet another wicket to see him today. Little bit of pressure built up on Jansen, and in the end, he'll have to walk back.
8 for 6.
Needed a boundary, South Africa, and it comes off the bat of Bosch.
Yeah, he's a pretty handy bat. He can be a dangerous batter. Harshdeep looking to bag the ball in short. Maybe the slower delivery, slower ball.
Another Yorker, another dot ball. I mean, can it even get better for someone like Bumrah? Under pressure, they need him to try and strike, and they're in fact asking for the catch there.
Yes, he didn't know, but I think if you have a refer...
67 for 7. Given an opportunity to go leg side, went for the catch. Unfortunately for India, it results in 4.
It's always a tough call.
Time out in the middle in the tournament. Stubbs with his power on display. That is a magnificent hit.
Tristan Stubbs waiting for that slower one there, knowing that Hardik Pandya was reliant on his slower one or the slower bouncer off the back foot.
Tristan Stubbs is giving the Proteas hope against this crucial encounter. He will finish 44 not out. And South Africa will post they've lost one, and today they have a target.
My granddad and uncles and so on, so I've always been into the game. I thought it was a close game, so I think it's off to a reasonable start.
Could it tonight? Could
So the players can actually play calmly
with someone who's made every Indian proud. Then the recovery. We saw when to the pitch a bit, but that's up in the air. An opportunity for South Africa, and that's taken. And what a breakthrough early doors. The captain leading from the front, taking charge, bowling the first over. And Abhishek Sharma, in fact, will be mighty relieved with that shot. Down the track goes, and they all go up. He's given it. He charged. He is going to go up. He reckons the ball might have kissed his pad. But a very confident appeal.
Copy that green signal now.
So, now slip and play. Lovely shot. Beautifully timed. And a boundary to get off the mark. We've got Themba Bavuma with us in the commentary box. Themba, what do you make of the start so far?
Exactly what Captain Aiden here would have wanted to.
Yeah, the fielder coming into play straight away. With the umpire. He's away. Yes, easing it through the offside. Good start for the captain.
Finessed. This is the second shot this from Suryakumar Yadav. The first one allowed the ball to come in, clipped it off his hit.
Very strong square of the wicket on either side. So after 2 overs, it's 30 scores. 2 wickets. Oh, nicely played. It's gone the distance. Quite deliberate here from Abhishek Sharma.
Well anticipated from Sharma. Thought he was going to get the shot, ball was ready for it. It was like as if the...
Good line, just following him. Many steps, and so Rabada awake to that.
Extra cover and deep backward point.
Oh, full toss, put away. Slower delivery, not coming out right. 10 off. There's a slower ball. He foxed him there. Going towards the ball, he might have said, oops.
It's almost like it comes...
26 for 2 after 4. That's up in the air. It's very high. And what a catch! What a catch that is! Corbin Bosch was underneath it. There were 2 fielders chasing the ball. In the end, it was Bosch.
And this has been an issue for India and batted convincingly in anyone. Washington Sundar coming in at number.
South Africa really have been on the mark.
This time he follows him and he gets helped on his way. That's massive. That's the maximum that Washington Sundar was after. The over goes for 11, 42 for 3.
Pressure on Suryakumar by hitting this massive 6 off the back away, and he was hoping he would bowl length and then use the strong face of the blade to play a few overs but try and hit as many boundaries as possible.
Oh, he's got him. There's a little feather of an edge, and Corbin Bosch into the attack. Just 2 deliveries, and he's had an impact. 4th wicket down for India.
Well, I think the situation demanded that kind of a shot. So he looked to clear his front foot and maybe look to go over the offside where the fielders were in the...
Yeah, a little bit of width. The last little bit of width picked him up a wicket. Yeah, they lost. South Africa lost 3 wickets. So South Africa were 20 for 3. Now they've lost their 4th, 43 for 1.
The new batter comes in.
You bowl to a Surya Kumar. What's the kind of feel that you...
Oh, he's got a fortunate one. He's Q-ended it, Surya Kumar. And once again, it's Corbin Bosch who does the trick for South Africa.
India lose their 5th wicket. Surya Kumar, yeah.
Can you believe he's so good, isn't he, Surya Kumar? There's his acceleration, there's his innovation there.
Said the pitch is going to be slow, and it say.
This is only what you're saying in the commentary box.
Keshav Maharaj floats this one outside the off stump. Stubbs tries his best, but instead it's over the boundary. Hardik Pandya, a lot.
Hardik is not going to die wondering here. There's an opportunity for him here, for them here.
Very particular about the field he set. Bowling to the left hand side, then went wide. Good take by Quinton de Kock.
Yeah, you might try that. So Kesha is going to have to be on it.
I reckon we'll see a lot of back of from Rabada.
As well is something that they've tried to... We've seen here at Ahmedabad Stadium that the straight... So using the squares, getting them to a tall task here for the Indian batters.
We've had certainly some standout individual performers. None but power straight down the ground. Picked up the length very early.
How about that for a straight drive? Pitched right in the slot for Shivam Dube. And he responded in kind.
Out.
And leg cutter again. He's used stent here. Bowled over 10 dot balls already.
Goes very wide of the crease. It's hanging in the air. Stubbs has another chance. Does brilliantly. Great awareness of the boundary rope. Keshav Maharaj, the previous time he tried that, went for 6. Stubbs this time keeps it in.
Yeah, that was always on the cards, wasn't it? You would have thought that that's the chance that India would have wanted there. But also would have...
Hardik Pandya, but especially at this ground. He likes this ground.
Knows he has to go after it straight away. It'll be 2 in the over. Same bowler, same catcher.
Yeah, and that's another one there for the South Africans. Keshav Maharaj again getting the wicket. Outfoxing the bowler. Not giving him the length.
Keshav Maharaj is going to have 3. And they all fall in the same fashion to Tristan Stubbs. He's had work to do on the boundary. And South Africa well on top to win what is certainly a battle they would have wanted to.
Arshdeep.
And again, clears long on. Consecutive 6s as the 100 comes up.
It's an area where Kagiso Rabada has been vulnerable lately. Death bowling. Shivam Dube, 2 and 2 now.
Clean, he struck it against the Netherlands.
Swings. Especially when he's targeting straight field.
Angle where you can just drag it to the hooker.
This one was probably the best of the balls that have made some tactical changes, which look...
That's up in the air.
Ideally, you want to make sure you have a strong base so that
13 of the over, 101 for 8. Now what India will be worried if the time from the Wankhede.
This is good from Bosch. The key for him at the moment is you don't have much pressure as you'd often face when you come in at the back end. Singles. But he's looking for that delivery that he can whack away. So make sure you don't give him that delivery, because that's what you've got at the end of a Super 8s encounter.
Wicket with 3.1 overs, none for.
He wanted to bowl.
Has a role to play, and even if you're entertaining thoughts of have a Rinku Singh might have to miss out.
mix as well.
You never know. Yeah. That swung high and handsome, just clearing the rope. Rickleton might have got his hands to it, but would have gone over the fence.
Yeah, it was actually slow to get going there, Ryan Rickleton. I think he thought it was going to be carrying the boundary comfortably. Made his way to...
Taken straight to Lungi and Giri. A smile on his face. Might have taken him by surprise, but he pounced on it quite comfortably. So good hand by Dubey.
Yeah, Marco Jansen hasn't even gone through to celebrate. He picks up the wicket.
Simple catch. So it's all over. 2 wickets and 2 balls for Jansen. He finishes with 4 for 22. And India have been totally outplayed in this game. South Africa bowling out India for 111.